Back in the quiet halls of our school days, you smiled and the world fell out of place. Something warm began to bloom, but I kept it hidden in my own space. We talked to love like strangers do, pretending none of it was ours. Two hearts circling something true, like shadows reaching for the stars. We felt the spark but held our breath, afraid to break the gentle thread. Unspoken hearts beating close but far. We knew the truth but never touched the spark. You were the quiet warmth in every part of all my memories, light and dark. I held my feelings like fragile art. That's how it was with our unspoken hearts. Years passed on, but the feeling stayed softly alive beneath the days. You'd laugh and suddenly it felt like time had never moved away. We spoke of dreams, we spoke of love, but never said what lay beneath. Yet every glance between us two held a story neither dared to speak. Close enough to almost say, but fear kept pulling us away. Unspoken hearts beating close but far. We knew the truth but never touched the spark. You were the quiet warmth in every part of all my memories, light and dark. I held my feelings like fragile art. That's how it was with our unspoken hearts. Maybe in another life we'd say the words we hid inside, but in this one we stayed the same, letting the moment slip from sight. Still all we felt, soft as a prayer, lived in the spaces we couldn't share. Unspoken heart still beating somewhere in the silent nights. I feel you there. You were the truth I couldn't start, a love too gentle to tear apart. So I kept it safe deep in the dark. That's how we love, with unspoken hearts. Some stories start but never speak, yet leave them all so soft, so deep.
And I walked those roads I knew by heart, trying to calm the storm inside. Every step felt slow and heavy from all the feelings I couldn't hide. Your name kept echoing softly in every turn, in every view. I realized missing you wasn't passing, it was something deeper, something true. I told myself I'd just see you, but my heart already knew. It was time to stop pretending, time to say what I couldn't undo. That was the day I confessed to you. We're shaking hands with nothing to lose. Your doorstep felt like the edge of truth. When my whole world leaned towards you, I finally said the words I always knew, and everything changed the day I confessed to you. And I still remember how you opened the door, your gentle smile, the quiet air. I almost turned away from the moment, but love kept holding me there. I stumbled through 1,000 feelings, trying to find the right ones to choose. You looked at me like you'd been waiting, like your heart already knew. I breathed in deep and whispered the words I carried for years. You listened with your trembling heartbeat, and your eyes answered through tears. That was the day I confessed to you, with shaking hands with nothing to lose. Your doorstep felt like the edge of truth, when my whole world leaned towards you. I finally said the words I always knew, and everything changed the day I confessed to you. If I hadn't walked to you, if I hadn't spoken true, would we have missed the love we were both falling into? But fate was kind that evening. It pushed my fear aside and gave me the courage to call you mine. That was the day I confessed to you, when love came real, when love came true. The moment the sky turned a softer blue, because it finally led me to you. I finally said the words I always knew, and everything changed the day I confessed to you. Still remember how you looked at me right after the words left my trembling voice. The world fell quiet, holding its breath, as if even the air had made a choice. Your eyes turned soft, your smile undone, like sunlight breaking through the blue. And in that silence, before you spoke, my heart already ran to you. I thought I'd been loving you alone, but your hands told me I was wrong. You said I've been waiting for you longer than you ever knew. Every wish, every hope led me quietly to you. I tried to hide it, but it still grew all this time. I've been waiting for you. You told me how your heart would race every time I walked your way, how you held those feelings softly, afraid one word could make them fade. You said my confession felt like home, like a dream you once believed untrue. And in that moment everything changed, because I finally found you too. All the years of gentle hints suddenly made perfect sense. So you said I've been waiting for you longer than you ever knew. Every wish, every hope led me quietly to you. I tried to hide it, but it still grew all this time. I've been waiting for you. Quiet hearts afraid to fall, yet falling from the very start.
We were mirrors of the same feeling, living in two separate parts. But when our truths finally touched, the world felt warm, the sky turned new, and love became a single path, leading me straight to you. And you said, I've been waiting for you, every night, every silent view, every moment I loved you in secret. Now I can finally tell you. Ooh, I tried to hide it, but it still grew all this time. I've been waiting for you. And I whispered back the truth. Oh, I've been waiting for you too. When I saw you again after all those years, something settled quietly inside, like the world had been waiting for this, for our hearts to fall in time. Your smile felt warmer than I remembered. Your eyes held things we never said, and in that moment something opened, a path we were always meant to tread. Every glance felt like an answer, every breath felt like the truth. That was the moment we knew, when everything old felt suddenly new, when all the feelings we tried to hide finally stepped into the light. No more guessing, no more maybe. Soon our hearts caught up. In the moment we knew. We talked like we never stopped talking, laughing at memories we still kept. But the way you looked at me this time held the love we hadn't shown yet. You reached for my hand without thinking. I leaned closer without a doubt. Two quiet souls who finally realized what their lives had been circling around. All the hints we missed before were echoing stronger than ever. That was the moment we knew, when everything old felt suddenly new, when all the feelings we tried to hide finally stepped into the light. No more guessing, no more maybe. Soon our hearts caught up. In the moment we knew. It didn't take long, just one soft smile to remind us love had been there a while. Years apart couldn't dim the flame, it only waited for us to feel the same. And when our eyes finally spoke the truth, and nothing felt lost, only found in you. That was the moment we knew, when all the signs came into view, when your heart beat softly into mine, like it had always been a line. A love too honest, too warm, too true became ours. In the moment we knew. Some loves grow slow, but ours just bloomed. All it needed was the moment we knew. In the moment we knew. The day I left still lives in me. Your soft goodbye, your trembling smile. We stood there trying to be brave, even though our hearts broke for a while. Your hand lingered just a moment, like it didn't want to let go. I carried your touch inside my chest, further than the plane could ever go. We didn't need to say forever, we already felt it in the quiet. Hearts apart, dreams together, miles can't change what we chose to treasure. Even oceans wide can't pull us through from the hope I hold in you. Distance hurts, but love is clever, finding ways to make us better. Though the world may place us far, we still beat as one, with hearts apart, dreams together. I tried to smile through the airport lights, but every step felt slow and wrong. Still your voice stayed in my memory, like a gentle guiding song. You said go chase the life you want, and I'll be right here loving you still. And those words became my shelter every time the nights grew quiet and chill. We promised nothing easy, but we promised something true. Hearts apart, dreams together, miles can't change what we chose to treasure. Even oceans wide can't pull us through from the hope I hold in you. Distance hurts, but love is clever, finding ways to make us better. Though the world may place us far, we still beat as one, with hearts apart, dreams together. One day this distance will fade away, and I'll return to where you stay. But until that moment, love will guide every lonely, longing night. Because what we have is worth the wait, worth every mile, worth every ache. Our future's written line by line in the dreams we share as yours and mine. Hearts apart, dreams together, holding strong through every weather. Even when the world feels new, I still come home in thoughts of you. Distance hurts, but love is clever, turning struggle into forever. Though the miles keep us apart, we still beat as one. Two dreams, one heart. With hearts apart, dreams together. They tell you what your life should be, what choice is right, what path to take. But no one sees the quiet truth, the love you had for your own sake. You smile for them, you play along, pretending you're not torn apart. But in the quiet of your lonely nights, I know my name still warms your heart. Even if the world can't see us, what we are is something real, 'cause I have your heart. Even when you stand in a different place, even when there are plans surround your days, you hold my memories like a sacred spark. No matter what they try to start, I'll never lose you, 'cause I have your heart. You told me once in trembling words, you feared a life you didn't choose, a promise forced, a dream misplaced, a future built for you to lose. But love is stubborn, love is brave, and ours refuses to let go. You keep me hidden in your laughter, in every truth you can't show. They can take your time and choices, but they can't take what you feel, 'cause I have your heart. Even when you stand in a different place, even when there are plans surround your days, you hold my memories like a sacred spark. No matter what they try to start, I'll never lose you, 'cause I have your heart. Maybe one day you'll break free from every chain they built around you. Even if life turns unkind, I'll still be the place your soul runs to. Some loves bend but never break, some truths echo through the dark. And even if the world claims your hand, I know who carries your heart, 'cause I have your heart. In the quiet things you never say, in every tear you hide away, love lives stronger than the hardest part. No matter how they try to part, what's yours is mine. I'll hold it tight, 'cause I have your heart. They may shape your world, but they can't touch ours. I have your heart, and you have mine. Nights grow long without your voice, I replay your laughter just to feel close. Your smile lives in the corners of my mind, a gentle ghost I miss the most. I drink my coffee thinking of you, wondering if you're doing fine. But distance hides you behind the miles, and I'm left tracing you in time. I wish I could be there to shield you from the way you bear. Miles and memories, that's all I have of you tonight. Your shadow in my heart, your warmth and fading light. I know they're pushing you away from what you feel inside, and it breaks me that I can't be by your side. So I hold on to what's left of you and me, just smiles and memories. tired but trying to be brave, caught in a world you never chose. And I whisper softly through the phone, I'm here for you though distance grows. I worry every time you're quiet, afraid you're fighting all alone. Wishing I could cross the borders and bring your heart back home. If love could travel instantly, you'd never spend a night without me. Miles and memories, that's all I have of you tonight. Your shadow in my heart, your warmth and fading light. I know they're pushing you away from what you feel inside, and it breaks me that I can't be by your side. So I hold on to what's left of you and me, just miles and memories. One day these miles will disappear, one day you won't carry fear. But until then love must survive through every tear and every night. You're worth the distance, worth the ache, worth every lonely breath I take. So I'll keep loving faithfully across miles and memories. Miles and memories, still keeping you alive in me. No ocean wide, no families tied can wash away what's meant to be. And even when the world demands you live a life you never planned, I'm holding on to you endlessly through miles and memories. Across the miles and memories.
I heard the news on a quiet day, no warning, no sign, no chance to stay. Just your name beside another's, a truth I wasn't ready to face. I stood there breathing through the ache, trying not to fall apart. But the steady beat of someone else's vow cut straight through my heart. All the words I never said echo louder in my head. That was the moment I lost everything I'd ever held close. The moment the world slipped through my hands and left me standing in the cold. I loved you deeply, but too softly, and silence became my cost. You became someone else's forever. In the moment I lost. I pictured you in that wedding dress, a smile worn for everyone else. But I know the one you hid beneath, the one you buried to protect yourself. I wondered if your hands were shaking, if your heart was breaking too, or if somewhere in that crowded room you were searching for a memory of us two. If love was meant to save us, why did silence take our place? That was the moment I lost everything I'd ever held close. The moment the world slipped through my hands and left me standing in the cold. I loved you deeply, but too softly, and silence became my cost. You became someone else's forever. In the moment I lost. Maybe
if I'd fought for you, maybe if I had spoken true, we'd be living out the life we always dreamed we'd grow into. But fear kept tying down my voice until the day it was too late. And now I carry all our love behind a door I can't unbreak. That was the moment I lost everything my heart belonged to. The moment I watched a different future rise where ours once grew. I loved you boldly, but too quietly, and silence wrote our final cost. You became someone else's story in the moment I lost. Some moments change your life forever. Mine was losing you. In silence, in truth, in the moment I lost. The day you left my story, every color turned to gray. The dreams we whispered to each other slowly faded into stray. I tried to keep on breathing, but the air just felt too thin. 'Cause every part of who I was began and ended with you winning. I didn't just lose your love, I lost the life I thought we'd build. Losing you was losing everything, the light, the hope, the songs I'd sing, the version of myself I love, the future I kept dreaming of. Now every day feels unfinished, every night I break again. 'Cause losing you was losing everything. I walk through crowds but feel alone. The world keeps turning without care, but all the places that we promised now feel hollow, cold and bare. I tell myself to move on, but my heart won't let me lie. It still reaches for a memory that vanished right before my eyes. How do you rebuild a life when the center's torn away? Losing you was losing everything, the light, the hope, the songs I'd sing, the version of myself I loved, the future I kept dreaming of. Now every day feels unfinished, every night I break again. 'Cause losing you was losing everything. Maybe time will dull the edges, but it won't bring back what I lost. You were more than just a person, you were the meaning behind my heart. And now I'm left with shattered plans and echoes of what could have been, trying to survive a version of life where you're no longer written in. Losing you was losing everything, the warmth, the faith, the world within, the life we held in whispered lines, the love we thought would cross all time. Now every sunrise feels heavier, every sunset carries pain. 'Cause Stepped outside to breathe again, but the night felt colder than before. The sky was wide and full of stars, yet none of them felt ours anymore. There was a time we looked together, finding shapes in scattered light. Now I stare alone in silence, searching for you in the quiet night. And funny how the same sky stays when everything else has changed. This is the last night sky where I let myself wonder why. How two hearts under the same blue dome could end our worlds apart alone. I trace constellations, but they don't reply, not the way they did when you were mine. So I say goodbye beneath the last night sky. I remember how you used to smile, pointing at stars you couldn't name. We said someday we'd learn them all, but someday never came. Now I watch the heavens softly fade into memories I can't outrun. Every star feels like a promise, broken one by one. The universe stayed endless, but we became a fading spark. This is the last night sky where I let myself wonder why. How two hearts under the same blue dome could end up worlds apart alone. I trace constellations, but they don't reply, not the way they did when you were mine. So I'll say goodbye beneath the last night sky. Some nights I swear you're looking to somewhere far beneath these hues. Maybe you feel the same ache rise, but hide it deep behind your eyes. And though we share the same wide view, it doesn't feel shared without you. This is the last night sky where I let myself hold on tight. The stars remind me of what we were, a distant light they couldn't endure. I close my eyes and let it die, the version of us that lived on high, and whisper goodbye to our last night sky. Same stars above, but not the same love tonight. The last night sky. I wake up, but it doesn't feel like living. Just breathing in a world without your light. Every step feels like a quiet echo of a life that used to feel so right. People say that time will fix me, but time just drags me through the pain. They don't know the half of what I lost. lost when I lost you that day. How do you heal from something that tore the soul, not just the heart? Even if I die, a part of me already did the night you said goodbye. The world kept moving on, but I stayed frozen in that time. Love still buried in my chest, but no heartbeats left inside. Even if I breathe again, it won't feel like I'm alive. 'Cause losing you felt like dying from the inside. I try to talk, but words feel hollow. My laughter's just a memory I fake. Every future that I once imagined turned to ashes the moment you walked away. Some days I almost find the strength to pretend that I can start anew, but every path I try to follow leads back to losing you. You were the piece that made me whole. Now I'm only half a soul. Even if I die, a part of me already did the night you said goodbye. The world kept moving on, but I stayed frozen in that time. Love still buried in my chest, but no heartbeats left inside. Even if I breathe again, it won't feel like I'm alive. 'Cause losing you felt like dying from the inside. Maybe someday I'll stand again, but I won't pretend it won't hurt. Some wounds heal, but some remain written deep beneath the dirt. If life must carry on without you, then it's a life I'll learn to bear. But the version of me who loved you will always be lying there. Even if I die, a part of me already did the night we said goodbye. I'm walking through a world that doesn't feel like it is mine, carrying a love that lived too hard and died before its time. Even if I breathe again, it won't feel like I'm alive. 'Cause losing you was losing all my life. I'm still here, but the part that loved you is gone. Even if I die. I walk the roads we used to wander, but the seasons don't feel the same. The trees still sway like they always did, yet they whisper only your name. The bench where we shared our small secrets still waits beneath the fading hue. I sit there trying to feel the breeze, but all I feel is you. You're a ghost of gentle moments, once, living in every street I knew. Empty places full of you. Every corner holds a memory I can't undo. Your laughter lingers in the air like you're still standing here. The town hasn't changed, but I have, it's true, because everywhere I go is empty places full of you. I passed the shop where you teased me for choosing snacks you never liked, and the side street where you'd walk ahead just to turn around with that smile so bright. I thought distance might wash you out, but it only painted you more clear. You're thousands of miles away now, but somehow you're still here. Your shadow sits beside me in the places we once made ours. Empty places full of you. Every corner holds a memory I can't undo. Your laughter lingers in the air like you're still standing here. The town hasn't changed, but I have, it's true, because everywhere I go is empty places full of you. Maybe that's the cost of loving someone who's no longer mine. The world stays loud with echoes while I walk through borrowed time. I'm learning how to breathe again without reaching out to you. But healing feels impossible in a town that remembers you too. Empty places full of you. Every memory sharp, every feeling true. Your smile still lives in the light. Your voice still haunts every night. The streets stay the same, but my heart feels new and painfully honest. In empty places full of you. You're far away, but somehow closer too. In all these empty places, still full of you. Late at night I wrote my heart into pages no one knew. Tiny windows of my days all painted softly just for you. Every whisper I couldn't say found shelter in the lines I typed, hoping someday you'd stumble in and see the love I tried to hide. I left the door wide open, but you never crossed that thread. And these are the words she never read, the pieces of my soul I left unsaid, the quiet confessions written in pain, the hopes that waited, all in vain. I poured my heart out line by line, but it never reached her, not one time. All those thoughts I wrote instead became the words she never read. I watched the days turn into months, each post another silent prayer, a way to feel a little closer to a love I knew you'd never share. Sometimes I check the empty views, pretending maybe you had been a ghost behind the screen somewhere, trying to find your way back in. But truth comes slow and honest in the places hope once spread. And these are the words she never read, the pieces of my soul I left unsaid, the quiet confessions written in pain, the hopes that waited, all in vain. I poured my heart out line by line, but it never reached her, not one time. All those thoughts I wrote instead became the words she never read. Maybe love was never meant to find her through a glowing screen, and maybe some truths live in fade in corners no one's ever seen. Still, I don't regret a single line that kept me from falling apart, 'cause even if she never saw them, at least I spoke my heart. These are the words she never read, my silent love, my unsent thread. The pages stayed untouched, unchanged, the echoes of a hope is strange. I gave her all I couldn't say inside those posts day after day, but they stay lonely in their bed. All those words she never read, I wrote for her, though she never knew. And maybe that's enough for a love so true. The seasons changed and so did I, but somehow you stayed in my sky. A distant star I couldn't reach, yet one my heart refused to leave. People say the hurt will fade, the time and wash the deepest pain, but time just learned to walk beside a love that never left my mind. Some memories soften as they age, but ours just learned another shade. These are the years that never healed, the quiet wounds I never revealed, the love that stayed when life moved on, a shadow warm, a ghost still strong. I learned to live, but not to feel the way I did before it sealed your name inside the parts concealed through all the years that never healed. I smile now more than I once did, but some truths I keep beneath my ribs, like how I still say your name inside when something beautiful passes by. Your echo lives in little things, old songs, soft lights, the evening wind. Not sharp like it was long ago, just a steady ache I've come to know. Loving you changed who I became. Even if you never stayed. These are the years that never healed, the quiet wounds I never revealed, the love that stayed when life moved on. A shadow warm, a ghost still strong. I learned to live, but not to feel the way I did before it sealed your name inside the parts concealed through all the years that never healed. Maybe healing isn't losing pain, maybe it's learning how to carry your name with gentler hands, with steadier breath, with understanding in the quiet left. I don't wish back what we once were, I just honor what still stirs, because some loves don't disappear, they simply learn to hold you near. These are the years that never healed, but I've grown softer with what I feel. Your memory no longer breaks my chest, it just reminds me I once loved my best. I learned to breathe, I learned to kneel before truth no time can steal. Your love became my silent shield across the years that never healed. Every wound must fade to rest. Some stay because they touched us best. Sometimes I sit and wonder how the world will look today if time had given us a chance instead of pulling us away. We had the love, we had the fire, but not the moment to align. Everything we could have been got lost between the ticking lines. And I don't blame you, I don't blame me. We were just caught in the in-between. If time was kind, maybe you'd still be by my side. Maybe all the dreams we whispered would have grown instead of died. If time was soft, maybe love wouldn't feel so crossed, and every path that led to losing you would fade into the light. If time was kind, I picture us in some small home, sharing mornings, sharing years, laughing over simple things, healing all the hidden fears. A life where you were never forced into someone else's hands. A life where I was brave enough to fight and take a stand. But time can be a thief like that, taking what we can't get back. If time was kind, maybe you'd still be by my side. Maybe all the dreams we whispered would have grown instead of died. If time was soft, maybe love wouldn't feel so crossed, and every path that led to losing you would fade into the light. Time was kind. Maybe in another lifetime you'd turn around and I'd be there. Maybe fate would bring us closer instead of teaching me despair. But even in the ache of longing, There's a peace I've come to find. We loved in the wrong moment, but the love itself was right. If time was kind, maybe our hearts could have intertwined. Maybe every tear we carried would have turned to something bright. If time was ours, maybe we would have reached the stars. But some stories end before they're meant to, and leave the rest behind. Still I hold our dream inside of a world where time was kind. If only time had been a little kinder to you and me. I used to dream of growing old with your hand resting in mine, but life rewrote our story on lines we never got to sign. I watched you walk a different path, one I couldn't follow through. And though it broke a part of me, another part still hopes for you. Some loves don't fade, they soften into something quiet, pure and true. So the last gift I can give is wishing you a life you'll love to live. May the mornings treat you gently, may your heart feel safe and steady. Even if your road goes far from mine, I hope it's warm, I hope it shines. I can't be in your days to come, but loving you is never done. So the last gift I can give is letting go and wishing you bliss. I think of all the little things, like how you laughed without a care, and how your presence lit the world in ways I still see everywhere. Maybe he will hold you softly in the moments I no longer can. Maybe he will be the shelter that I once dreamed to be for you then. And though it hurts to say goodbye, love still whispers what is right. So the last gift I can give is wishing you a life you'll love to live. May the mornings treat you gently, may your heart feel safe and steady. Even if your road goes far from mine, I hope it's warm, I hope it shines. I can't be in your days to come, but loving you is never done. So the last gift I can give is letting go and wishing you bliss. Maybe someday you'll think of me, not with pain but quietly, as someone who loved you fiercely, even from the shadows of memory. Some goodbyes don't end a love, they just lay it softly down, like a flower at the doorstep of a life we never found. So the last gift I can give is blessing every breath you'll live. May your nights be warm, your steps be light, may your heart be held in gentle light. Even if my name fades from your sky, I'll still be grateful for our time. You'll never hear these words I send, but they're my truth until the end. The last gift I can give is loving you, but letting you live. peace, go in warmth, go in love. My last gift is wishing you a beautiful life.